immortality or something resembling it is necessary when we consider the vast distances of space that must be crossed to plant life elsewhere in the cosmos. Somewhere in space there is life, but where? A man counting a number every second of every working day would need a lifetime merely to reach the number 1 billion, a figure which falls 100 times short of the number of stars in our galaxy alone. Somewhere in space, there is a solar system like ours, where life exists. Perhaps it is in the constellation Epsilon Bautes, where a sun is dying, burning itself out. Eons ago, the dying sun would have threatened all life on the second planet of the solar system. Some scientists believe that a space probe was sent from that planet toward the Earth. They believe the probe sent these signals in 1927. Duncan Lunan of the British Interplanetary Society has interpreted the signals as a message from the space probe, a message from a dying planet in Epsilon Bautes. Duncan Lunan.
What occurred to me was that the stars are spaced at random in the sky, therefore the coordinates of a star map, expressed numerically, would be a random series of numbers. There are 7 dots in the barrier, and there are 6 dots on the right-hand side here. And they have quite a marked resemblance, very marked indeed, to the constellation figure of Bautes, the herdsman. These sharp lines of intense, rapidly repeated echoes appear to be of the nature of clues, as it were, to the interpretation of the panel. It's like these sort of children's puzzles where you join up the dots and you make a shape, so that you could sort of take it like this. It starts here. We come from Epsilon Bautes, which is a double star, and then we have this interesting sort of swallow-like shape here, and it says, or seems to say, we live on the 6th planet of 7. Now, 2 signals later, we get an absolutely explicit statement in another scale figure that they came from the 2nd planet to the 6th. They've got a whacking great arrow pointing from the 2nd planet to the 6th with a sun dot at the front end of it. The sun, in other words, it says the sun pushed us from the 2nd planet to the 6th. And just in case we haven't got the point, it's repeated in exactly the same way 2 signals later.
The signals are the only known message from space. In the sequence of sounds, Duncan Lunan has found a specific message of a population moving from the 2nd planet to the 6th in Epsilon Bautes. And then where? Perhaps to Earth. The signals are an SOS to the universe.
In this situation, the inhabitants of the planetary system would find themselves in real danger. Their own planet would get hotter. In time, all the planets would get very hot. They would have, in other words, to perfect first interplanetary and then interstellar travel in order to get away from the sun. So the probe then came to the Earth. It came to the solar system. It located the Earth. It came into orbit around the Earth, and it began looking for signals, intelligence signals from Earth that would indicate the presence of intelligence.
If Duncan Lunan's interpretation of the signals is correct, a space probe is now traveling in our solar system, monitoring life on Earth. It may already have been seen by American astronauts.
Gemini 7 here, Houston, out of your 8.
Loud and clear. 7, go ahead.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7.
So we have a bogey at 10 o'clock high.
Roger.
Gemini Control here again. The reference in that conversation was bogey. It was Borman who reported sighting the bogey. This is Gemini Control Houston at 4 hours, 24 minutes into the flight.
Bogey is the code word for an unidentified aircraft. But a bogey in space is almost beyond belief, or is it?